So this video is going to be a little bit different because we have a waterfall in the background, and there's people walking around, talking, playing in the water. We are actually in Montour Falls, New York, Watkins Glen, New York, in the Finger Lakes area, the southern tier.
Cameras on this side.
Cameras on that side. Look in there.
Not over here.
Not over there.
There you go. We haven't done it in a while. So
I know, it's been a while.
Ourselves.
So anyway, we're in the Finger Lakes area of Watkins Glen, New York, and the reason we're here this early is because my dad, one of my stepfather, actually had a minor heart attack last week and got fixed up. He got some stents in, and he's good to go. And yeah, like no restrictions. So we're grateful, and that's a praise, and it's a blessing. So yeah, so here we are. We're working on our 12th What If Challenge.
We counted correctly this
2020.
time.
I know.
Yeah.
We kind of messed up on 2009, but 2009 on the What If Challenge. Not the ninth one we messed up. Wow.
2009.
It's been too long.
Way
and it
too
has
long.
been a while. We haven't actually been on. It's been a few weeks since we did the last challenge.
Past the time that we were supposed to check in with you all and tell you how the last one went.
Yeah, we did some traveling, went out to Minneapolis and
we did a short What If Challenge there.
Wisconsin, yeah.
So if you didn't see that, it's on Facebook, on our Facebook page. It was an adventure.
It was great. And then we headed back down to Tennessee, and back up to Michigan. Now we're back out in New York. We actually did 11 states. Man, I keep counting wrong. 11 different states in 15 days.
Yes.
And so we're going to be headed back home tomorrow on Sunday afternoon, and we'll be back in Michigan.
Yes.
Have a few weeks there. So anyway,
we're updating you.
We're updating you.
The last What Up Challenge, what we did was we were off social media from 5 o'clock on. We put our phones down and we didn't use them for social media. And so we're here to update you on how that went and why you should really try that one. A couple things that we learned. What did you learn from yours?
I learned that I thought I would have the self-discipline just to have it not be an issue. Turn my phone off at 5. And we did have a few rules that if it was family for a phone call or something like that, we would take that. It wasn't, what the intent is to get off the mindless use of our phones.
Social media, basically.
Yeah, in the evenings. So I think there was 2 or 3 times where I caught myself, or you caught me, going past the 5 o'clock and brought it to my attention.
I did it
in a very healthy way.
So. Get off your phone! No, I did not.
No, she did it. I just did it. And same here, right? There was a couple times when you need to get off your phone as well. So, yeah, that was a bit more of a challenge than I thought. How about yourself? What about for you?
I'm almost incredibly disappointed with myself that I went back to the habit, like realizing that afterwards that it didn't really change my habits too much, other than the fact that I do check my percentages of how much I've been on my phone, and I'm trying to keep it below a certain like a certain percentage for the week overall. But it also made me realize what an addiction your phone can be and how unhealthy that is. And really, really, truly want to make some changes now, looking back, going, I went right back to it and the effects that it had on me. So
I'm really proud of you for recognizing that it's and I use the word addiction.
It really is. Truly is.
I think it's so easy for all of us to, with those types of things going on with the phones and just, mindlessly looking at things, or even not mindlessly, just spending time looking at things that really don't matter.
Well, it's the thing that you get on there to check something, a text, an email, a Marco Polo from somebody or something to that effect. And all of a sudden, 40 minutes later, you're like, I'm in the abyss. I didn't even realize what I was doing. And that's the problem right there. 40 minutes just gone to nothing.
Yep.
And half the time anymore, it just makes me uptight and anxious inside. And it's about things that I shouldn't be thinking about. Too much news, too much drama between people and things like that.
So we did the challenge, and we had more of a pass than we did of a fail. The question is, what are we going to do about it going forward? Because as you mentioned, it is a bit of an addiction, and we need to be more intentional about what we're doing with our phones in the evening time. How are we gonna do that?
We're going to be intentional. about
that
it.
mean, though?
I don't know exactly. Like we have to
Okay,
figure
but there
that
are
out.
some practical things. So,
Okay, you
right?
go.
You've talked about not just getting on our phones in the evening time, but also.
But not first thing in the morning either.
Right.
That's what else I noticed is that I have a bad habit of waking up to looking at my phone for a half hour instead of getting up and getting in God's Word and all of that before I get into junk. So that's my thing. So I'm going to leave my phone out in the kitchen to charge. Yes.
At night.
At night.
Okay. So not usually tempted by that when I get up. I usually get out. So I'll use my phone for alarms, and we'll have to communicate, and you can use me for your alarm. We can set yours and make it really high.
I bought a
So
new
you have
alarm
to get
clock.
out.
I actually bought an alarm clock.
I know. It's sitting on our dresser.
Yeah, but we're gonna use it when we get back home.
All right. So we're going to use an
So-
alarm clock.
And I think the other thing is in the evenings, really, we could put our phones, we could put them on so that we could hear them if they rang or a text message went off. But if we put them in the kitchen and we're in the living room, it's not as tempting just to get on it in the middle of something. So that might be a way to do that.
Okay. So let's continue with those couple of things,
Okay?
and we'll see how it goes.
All right. So on to the next one.
The next challenge is
We are going to, for the 14 days in a row, we're going to get up together at a set time. We're going to compromise a little bit because he's a very early riser, and I'm not a late riser, but compared to him, I'm a late riser. So we're going to compromise and go in the middle. We're going to meet for coffee and breakfast and pray together every morning.
every morning.
Every morning.
14 days.
And I know some of you are going, shouldn't you already be doing that? Yeah, we should be, but we haven't. So this is challenging us, and it's also one of those that we hope to make a habit of, something that we really intentionally need to work on and do together. So that is what we're going to do.
Awesome. I'm excited.
I am too.
I get to have coffee, and breakfast is like relative, but coffee, and in the morning, we aren't doing sunrise, right?
Now,
No, okay, no, we're not going to
sorry,
sunrise.
our friend suggested getting up at sunrise for 14 days in a row, and I'm not sure I'll
Okay, we're
be
not going to do that one yet.
functioning at sunrise, but
We'll do the other, and it'll be fantastic.
It will
So
be
we'll look forward to
fantastic.
reporting back to you all in a couple weeks.
so this is life as we live it.
We want to see life as you live it. So let us know. Put in the comments down below. Let us know on Facebook. Let us know on YouTube. And let us know give
What
us
you're
good
doing in
feedback.
your
Yeah.
family to make your lives more exciting.
So we did the challenge. Actually, we're going to pause here for a moment. There's
We
a
have a big
very
group of
large
people.
group of people that are walking by, lots of kids. So there's actually a little boy that's quite close that's joining our video. He's video bombing us. We did choose a noisy place this time.
We did, but it's a beautiful place.